Yeah, like I said, it's not ideal, but it gets me on the air. That's what's important. I think Mike's about to start the stream here, Phil, so I'll let you go, and we'll check in as soon as he turns back around our way. KO6 IQR, back to you. Man. I'll talk to you later.
K6MI, number 711.
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo, 620.
620 and 249. K6MI, number 711, and I've jotted it down for when anyone shows up here.
Hi, John. K6MI, KM6SRR.
Hi, Rob. Okay, 711 checked in, 249 checked in, and 620 checked in.
Okay, I got you all marked down then. I was down eating. I got to go back down and finish feeding the cats and the eating.
Okay, I'm sitting here. I checked into the 10-meter CW net, and I'll stand by for the 10-meter side.
Hi there.
K6MI.
K6MI in the group, K6MYC. Good evening, all.
There's Mike. Okay, Rob got the numbers of people that were here.
Give me some numbers, Rob.
Good evening, Mike and Judy. We've got 711, 249, and 620, plus 432 and 1200. And I got to go down and finish eating. I'll be monitoring from down there.
ZKE 704.
Okay, and we got 704. Good evening to you, Terry. And good to hear Mike in here. Mike, we were missing you last night. We could have used you on 1296. K6, W6PE, K6MYC. Do you copy me, Mike?
Yep, I got you, Mike. Keep coming in fairly well here. So, yeah, no, it's been a busy week, a lot of really early mornings, so I haven't been here for the net.
Okay. Well, we had 21 check-ins. You would have been 22, so it's almost a new record for us. Over.
All right. Yeah. No, I could have gotten on then and just stayed up. So, yeah, I checked out the 1296 antenna, and it had dried out and was working. I've got the new one. It's a kit apart, so I got to put the thing together and then swap them out. So, and then that one should be okay. The other one, when I get a lot of rain, it causes some problems on it.
Okay, which was the other one that gets water problems?
It's the same one as I ordered, and for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. It's the 45 element loop Yankee.
Oh, okay. Very good. I think that's called. Forgot the name of the company. I know the guy that has building those. Okay. Well, I'm sorry about the water problems. You might have to just put some more TV on it so it can't get water in the end of the coax there when you put the new one up.
Sounds good on my loop.
Yeah, well, it's not the coax, because I went up there and lowered it down and disconnected it and put a dummy load on the end of the coax, and nothing. It was a perfect match. So it's right in the antenna, probably in that little section of transmission line that's used for the impedance matching on the loop.
Okay. Now, as I say, on the new one, put some more TV over the coax so that you can't get water in the end of it where it goes up and feeds the loop. I think if it's built the way I know they used to build them, that leaves you a piece of open Teflon coax there.
Yep, I've got some coax steel, some of the silicon stuff that'll mold around it, so I'm going to make sure it's sealed up really well. They did say you can spray some of the clear Krylon paint on the end and on the where the driven element is, that's supposed to help seal it as well.
All right, well, good luck with that, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week, hopefully. Thank you, Mike. And I hear 704. Good evening to you, Terry. Good evening, John. Good evening, all the others in here. We also hear the Southern California guys pounding in, so they're coming in very well, even though we're vertically polarized here. 704, how are you doing, Terry?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting some of the winter garbage out of the garage, and I ran across an antenna, and I might try to get going. I don't know.
What band?
It would be what? The 70 centimeter band. The 430, 440, whatever you guys go on, Bozo.
We use 432-100, which is the calling frequency. So that should work. All right, very good. How many elements? What size is it?
It's a Cushcraft. I don't know how many elements it has. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9 in a driven. 9-inner driven.
Yeah, okay. Well, it should work for you, but be sure and put it up horizontally polarized.
Yeah, roger that.
Righty. Let's see, who else do we have in here? Bill, are you back? A6 Sugar?
982.
982 is here. Good evening, Earl.
Good evening. I didn't mean to step on anybody there. I just tried to sneak in.
Well, you did. You snuck in with the size of a granite boulder, over.
Oh, Roger. Okay. I think Bill came back to you.
Didn't hear him.
1040.
1040's in here. Good evening, Adam. You sounding good, and good to hear you. We haven't heard you for a week or so.
Nope, I did a 10-day stretch at work, so that sucked me up for a minute.
31 up here in the high desert, looking out toward the west, out to the Central Valley.
Oh, I bet your wife doesn't like that.
Oh, no, I'll take you, John. KG6 USS in the high desert, Delta Mike 14, Bozo 831. This is Mike, K6 MYC, Bozo 80, Bozo 47, over.
Roger, Mike, got you in here loud and clear. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, you guys are really loud up here, even vertically polarized. I'm hearing a lot of guys up this way, but you should have 2 or 3 to check in here. Rob's downstairs, but you could check him in. He probably won't run upstairs to say hello, but you could check in 432 if you want.
Got him on the list. I heard him there a little bit earlier. Yeah, kind of strange conditions, no doubt.
Well, they're just good, at least at this point in this hour of the night. Who else do we want to have? Anybody else want to say hello to John down there in the high desert?
I can barely hear him, which is surprising. I don't doubt he can hear me. KE6VON.
Okay, do you have a directional antenna, Adam? He's in the high desert by Edwards Air Force Base there, sort of.
No, I'm still vertical.
Oh, you're vertically polarized. Okay, you probably won't hear the vertical station there, John.
Yeah, that's too bad. Well, that's okay. You know, I've been there, done that. Okay, Mike. Hey, what was his call? I'll get him in there anyway. What's his Bozo number?
Bozo 1040 1040, and the call is KE6 Kilo Echo 6 Victor Ocean November.
All right. Okay, well, tell him I got him on the list there.
Yeah, I can't make him. I can tell he's there, but I can't understand him. But I can tell he's there.
Well, he said he can hear you, even vertically polarized. John, why don't you switch over vertical quickly, and you can make the contact with him. John, go vertical for a second.
I will do that, and I'll be right there.
He's going to call you vertical, Adam.
Copy.
My net control down here in LA if I do that. Anyway, Mike, let him know we got him on the list there, okay?
Okay. He's not going to go vertical. It interferes with the guys down there, Adam, but he's got you checked in. Thank you for checking in, and if you go horizontal one of these days, you'll be able to work him. He just has too much interference from the guys down there that go vertical. Who was the other check-in down here? K6MYC Bozo Net.
KG6 USS, K6 Mike Italy, 711. Nice signal tonight. Hey, we're 711. Gotcha, man.
Copy, Mike. KE6VON.
Roger.
One of these days I get back up there to Vegas or...
KC5 DTU 712.
Hang in there, Kerry. Hang on.
Thanks for checking in, bro.
Me three, and thanks.
All right, 711 KG6 USS 831.
Okay, KC5DTU, K6MYC. Good evening, Kerry.
Good evening, Michael and Annette. How's things up on the hill?
Just very warm today. Warmest day we've had, I swear. Beautiful day. Actually had to go completely T-shirt wise. which is hard when you're doing brushing. I need those long sleeves to keep from getting all poked up and scratched up, but we managed to do it without getting hurt. I had Amanda Weed Whacker here, and she did the chainsaw, and I held up the Mexican chenille limbs, and she cut them off.
Roger that. Sounds like you had a busy day. Good to hear that. And my regards to Judy there. And we're going to make that connection. I spent all day with Chris here today going over different things. So hopefully we're going to get him up and on there.
Okay, where does he live?
He lives up in Napa.
Yeah, you told me that, Napa. Okay, well, he's going to need a little Yagi to get up there to get down this way, over.
Yeah, roger that. That's what I was telling him, and he'll be a good one for the contest.
Am I off frequency again? Hey, Speedy.
Well, you're fine, Tony. Just hang on a second. You're competing with a lot of other callers here. AJ6 Papa Delta, 1237, right?
Yeah, that's correct. 1237. Thank you for the check-in. Back to net control, and we're clear.
Okay, very good, Tony. Nice to hear you.
Hey, Kerry. Napa's my hometown.
Okay, you double with somebody. Who was that said that's my old town?
That was me, Daryl. I was just telling Kerry that that's my hometown, Napa.
Okay, Napa, not Tampa, Florida, but Napa, California. What grid square is a Napa guy in, over? Do you know what grid he's going to be there in Napa?
I don't know the grid, Michael. I'll have to look it up. The biggest thing right now is just trying to get him up and on the air, and he's pretty new to this, and trying to get him to understand antennas and versus vertical versus putting a Yagi up there and just the whole 9 yards.
Understand. Okay, well, what city is Napa close to? Maybe we can pinpoint the grid that way. I just can't place Napa in my head, over.
It's right, I can tell you, it's across the Bay Bridge. I think that was Daryl that's saying that's his hometown. He can tell you more.
KM6SR.
There's Rob. Yeah, Napa. Let's see, Vallejo, California is the next town. Let's see, Sacramento or Davis. That would get you in there.
Okay, so it would be in Charlie Mike 98.
KM6SR.
Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, he's in Charlie Mike 88 UH. That's his grid square.
Okay, Charlie Mike 88. So he's a little north of Sacramento. Very good. And I hear you there, Larry, W6OWL. First time in on 2 meters. We hear you.
Yeah, very good. I'm number 719.
I got your 719. Get into the mic a little bit. You sound like you're too far back from the mic, or you need the mic gain up a little bit, over.
How is this? Is this any better? Number 719.
Okay, what radio was that?
It's the ICOM IC271H.
Okay, it's just a little thin in the audio. You got such a big bassy voice. You're not the big bassy voice from Larry Lyon is not coming through. We're copying you, okay? It just you're a little thin, but no problem. And good to hear you. You might talk to Ken about what you can do to give it some more body. You may have to turn the compression on there if you have a compressor.
Very good. Thank you very much, Mike. W6OWL.
It could be. It's either called processing or compression. Some people call processing compression and vice versa. I'm not sure how it's labeled on your thing, but it would be under PROC or something, processor or compression, COMP. If you can turn that on, you should have a control knob for that also, maybe a menu button. I'm not sure how that's done on that radio, but should be pretty straightforward. I'm sure Ken can walk you through it, over.
Very good. Thank you very much. W6OWL.
Okay, very good. Good to hear you. Thank you for your first contact here in the 2 meter net for a long, long time. Good to hear you. Okay.
SWR.
Okay, I hear you, Ben. Hang on just a second. Rob wanted to jump in here. Rob, I guess you just wanted to tell me what the grid square was. Is that it? Rob went back downtown, back downstairs. Downtown. Yeah, just downstairs. Good evening, Ben. N6SWR, Bakersfield, Delta Mike 05, K6 MYC. Go ahead, Ben.
Roger, and that's number 247.
We got your 247. We'd sure love to hear your Delta Mike 05 in the next contest, buddy.
Well, we might try to do that.
We need to end here because we didn't work anybody in DMO5 on any band the whole contest in January. Not a single DMO5, over.
Roger. Well, it's a hidden gem.
Okay. Thank you, Ben. Good to hear you. Rob's downstairs, otherwise he would say hi, but I'll say hi for him. He's trying to get dinner stuff down, over.
Roger, I understand. No problems. Have a great evening. N6SWR.
Yeah, and you're very loud and the radio sounds good. That's a better sounding radio. I think you changed radios from the last one, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm always moving everything around here in the shack.
Well, this radio has better audio than the other one. The other one wasn't bad, but this is a really nice, clean-sounding, good audio, Ben. It sounds really good.
Roger. Well, I just haven't gone into the menus and screwed it up yet.
Okay. Well, keep your damn fingers out of the menu, will you? Unless you're ordering potato chips or something. Okay, 73. KD6, KB6, KB6RQU. How about you, Rick?
How about?
Who's that?
Thanks. Vodka Bourbon and Gin, 971.
Oh, there's 971, K6 Vodka Bourbon and Gin. Good evening, Dave.
Mike, good evening, Mike.
We got your big 971 in here. We've got 982. I guess let me put 982 down. You know, I don't think I wrote you down, Daryl.
Oh, please do.
I'll make a note on it. I can't remember if I wrote it in there or not, but we'll get you in there for sure. Anyway, good to hear you, Dave. It's a beautiful day, probably all throughout Course Gold, right?
Oh, yeah, it was real nice up here. Real nice up here. Yeah, I see where it's going to start getting a little colder next week.
Well, we might even get some rain. They're talking about the pressure changing. I noticed the barometer's going down in some areas. They're going to have some rain up in Oregon. They've been. I talked to a guy today this afternoon, just out of the blue. I was just listening to these two guys. They call themselves the Geezer Group. The Geezers are a bunch of old geezers, and they talk about how sick they are and how many operations they've had and all that kind of stuff. And how they don't do anything now, that they have time off and they procrastinate and don't get anything done at all through the day. But they've been telling me that they had about 2 months of fog. He hasn't seen the sun up there in his section of just outside of Portland for about 2 months, and he's getting damn tired of it, over.
Yeah? Well, I'd like to see winter around here sooner or later.
Well, it may be too late for winter. The bad thing is that if the trees start to bud out and you get a freeze, then you're going to have no crop. So it's a bad time to be warm here. Assuming we stay warmish like this, we're all right. But if we get a freeze somewhere around March, April, that will be it could be a disaster for some of the crops. So hopefully we don't have that problem. It won't be bad to have rain, but let's not get a freeze.
Yeah, no, I still think there's snow in our future.
What?
I said I still think there's some snow in our future.
Oh, you're a dreamer.
I'm a dreamer?
Yeah, you're going to have to move to Atlanta to get snow.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen it snow in April before.
Oh, yeah. No, I have too. I've seen it snow every month all the way through May. Early May even, but you never know. Though that's not cold enough to damage the crops if it doesn't freeze right after it. Usually the snow is just barely freezing. All right. right, let's see. Who else we got in here? I'm still pointed south looking for anybody down south or anybody up and down. How about WA6AAJ? Mike, are you here?
K6US, 1079 and Bozo 1100.
K6US, okay, gotcha. Let's see, 1079, that's a number I've never written down before. At 1200. Incidentally, tonight we might have a guest on the chat room, so you might keep an eye out for Terry. I can't remember what Terry's call is. She's married with Jeff Briggle, AI6 Tango November. So he's a YL of AI6TN, and he's going to be down here tomorrow picking up a tower base from U.S. Towers in Woodlake. And then he'll be coming back up to see us maybe for a few minutes this late morning time. We're looking forward to seeing Jeff. Jeff was an old 49er, a lineman on the 49er team, so he's quite a character. But AI6TN is his call. He'll be here. When in his heyday, he could press 500 pounds. You know, he's just a little guy, right?
Yeah, Roger.
I'm shaking like a leaf when I press 120. Anyway, who else do we have before we go over to Atascadero? K6MYC Bozo Net. I don't hear anybody, so let's hope that our gentleman W6QUI is over there in Atascadero today. That should be pretty much toward you, Ron. W6QUI, K6MYC. Well, that's that first and third Wednesday thing that he's always missing.
Yep, it is the first Wednesday, K6US.
I'm listening hard. I don't hear him, but KN6EIV, one of these days he's going to surprise us and get back on the air. KN6EIV or KN6WRW. Anybody down there in the Napomo, San Luis Obispo, San Paso Robles, Atascadero area, please. K6MYC Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard. Here we go towards Santa Cruz and Watsonville.
WB6GGY.
WB6GGY on the backscatter. Boy, loud signal. Again, Phil, very, very nice. I didn't hear from you today for a phone number.
Yeah, I tried to call you. Your phone just switched me over to voice, your mailbox evidently was full, and so I couldn't leave you a message. But I will be down there at the phone store tomorrow, and I'll get the information for you. And we did not have another copy of the phone number. I'll get that for you tomorrow, and try to landline you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry about today. I had the phone turned off. I had it in airplane mode for some reason. When I woke up, I usually turn it off of airplane mode as soon as I pick it up. Judy was talking to me and she was still in bed, and she was saying good morning and blah, blah, blah. As I was picking up the phone, and I just forgot to talk to Siri and tell her to turn off airplane mode. So I went all morning with the damn thing locked up like that. When I finally got it turned on about 1 o'clock, I had 15 messages, and they all poured in on me. Sorry about that.
Not a problem. I'll take care of it tomorrow. I'll get a phone number for you here tomorrow, and get back to you there, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah. You could always call on the other line. You don't have the home phone number. Why don't I give you that now, the home number?
I don't have a way to write it down right now. Let me get it from you tomorrow.
Okay.
Roger, Roger.
Alrighty, but anyway, good signal on the backscatter path out of Santa Cruz this evening. Big signal. 73s for now. I don't know if you want to stick around. We'll look for you on the direct path also.
Can do. Yeah, we can stick around for a bit. WB6GGY.
Alrighty. And let's see, KW6S or Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Either one of you are there?
K6MYC, KW6S.
Hey, there he is. Hi, Tom.
Good evening, Mike. Yeah, I'm here and been having a beautiful day here, doing a little bench work and just enjoying life.
Yeah, very good. We had a beautiful day here. I worked outside most of the day. I didn't work inside at all today. Well, I don't normally work inside anyway. If I'm inside, I'm listening to the news or sleeping. And I did both. I got up, had breakfast, and sat there to catch the news, waiting for Judy to get up and come out. And next thing I know, it was noon, and I was just waking up.
226 is here.
Good evening, Ken. This is KW6S.
Yeah, good evening. WA60IB is here. Good evening to all. Good signal over here.
We got you, Ken. We had Tom.
Very good. Yeah, it's good to hear you checking in there, and things are going well here, and kind of enjoying getting back to a little bench work, enjoying a little time having a granddaughter around, and just all sorts of fun odds and ends.
Very good. Yeah. Well, have fun. Yeah, I did my Meadow Lakes thing today and picked up some horse feed and worked in the yard. Did a bunch of spraying today, getting the weeds down. So busy day today. WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, I was busy in the yard also. Something I was going to tell you. Larry's in here. Larry may need a call from you on the ICOM 271. It's got really pinched audio. It doesn't sound like Larry. So I don't know if you know how to tell him to go into the menu and put the compression on, or maybe, I don't think you can change the bandwidth. I think that's all older radio. But maybe you could give him a little compression. The audio sounds just a little thin, Ken, over.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear him when he checked in earlier.
Yes, he did, but he sounded okay. It's clean, but it's just thin.
Yeah. He's using the stock mic with it, so I don't know. I don't know what I'd have to hear it to know what that's all about.
Well, I said you should get together with him, or I told him to call you or whatever, and you can walk him through. I don't know what how to get to the compressor. I told him the compressor was either called a processor or a compressor, but I'm not sure it's how it's labeled on that radio.
I don't think there is any. It's a kind of an appliance type radio. There's nothing fancy. It's an ICOM 271H. It's a 100-watt radio. That's the only thing good about it.
Yeah, well, I think it's got compression or something like it. In a crude form, and it may or may not help, but if he's using a stock mic, maybe that's the limitation there. It just doesn't sound like Larry. Larry's got the big booming full voice, and he doesn't have any bass in the thing. It doesn't have any body to it. It's not bad, don't get me wrong. I'm being picky.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it and see what it sounds like. So he's probably already gone.
Larry, are you here? He said he would stick around for a little bit. W6OWL, are you here? Well, he's ADD, isn't he?
Well, he's over on 10 meters probably. The 10-meter net just started, so I'm heading over there too. So good evening all. I'll be back. WA60IB.
I see that right up at 8 o'clock. Okay, 7-3, catch you later. Okay, anybody else here? Let's see. AF6 United. How about you, Lee? AF6 United, Lee, in Watsonville area, K6MYC. Well, I guess he's not there, Tom, so Everybody's tonight busy with the 10-meter net that could talk to you. Rob is here, but he's downstairs or back upstairs and getting on the 10-meter net. So you may be just looking at me and you and me. I don't hear AA6S. He still has an ear infection. AA6S. Bill's got some kind of a weird ear infection. He may be still under the weather with that. And I did not hear Mike, WA6AAJ. So make a transmission, and we'll see if there's anybody else that wants to say hello to you over there. KW6S toward Course Gold and me, K6MYC.
I've got time for Tom there, Mike. How you doing, Tom? KW6S, KM6SRR.
Night, but maybe tomorrow night. And I should be here tomorrow night. I should be. I'm going to be doing some, up at a friend's doing some antenna work, and I don't know how late we'll get done. We think if things go well, I should be home in plenty of time. Otherwise, by the time I get home and I'm pretty drug out, it gets a little tougher to get in here. But otherwise, good to hear you, and good to know that you're keeping the net alive. K6MYC, KW6S.
Go ahead, Rob.
How you doing, Tom? I've got time for you. Any time we have time for you. KW6S, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Oh, quite respectable signal here tonight again. So I was noticing how we've got a couple of the 1296ers in there, and really like to get those in the log anywhere, but especially since that fills out the full set with you. KM6SR, KW6S.
Yeah, I should be a lot better with some tower underneath it. I've got two antennas up there right now, and then the PQL 600-watt amplifier.
Yeah, that's a really nice amplifier, and I don't have the full amplifier. I just have the palette in a box that I integrated, but I'm real pleased with that. So build some really good stuff for us hams that are maybe not quite at that technical level anymore. KM6SR, KW6S.
Yeah, I can't put one together, so I needed to get the whole package. Good to hear you, Tom. KW6S, KM6SR, 0673.
Very good, Rob. Catch you tomorrow night, probably. KM6SR, KW6S. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, well, I hope things go well for you. And try to keep an ear on 6. I don't know if you can do that while you're over there at the other fellow's place, but 6 might pop. It's going to pop one of these days in the next 3 days or so. So something's got to happen here. There's too much going on in the sun not to have some propagation somewhere. Let's see, one more call for you, Lee AF6 United, K6MYC. Okay, nothing else. Anybody else for Tom before we close it? K6MYC. Okay, I guess not. Okay. 7-3 Tom, we'll see you tomorrow night.
Very good. Yeah, I've been paying attention to 6 and no luck yet, but I've got the spotting network on, and I've usually got the receiver turned on as well with a really slow waterfall that I can look to when I go in and out to see if I missed anything. And calling CQ quite a bit as well. K6MYC, KW6S. Good night.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully it'll pop here for something good, double hop or Caribbean or South American or something that's more exciting than Texas. 7-3. A6MYC clear with KW6S and beaming into the Bay Area for Bozo Net check-ins on 2 meters. Anybody?
Whiskey 6 Alpha Charlie Tango. W6 PQL.
Got W6 PQL and 1200. And who was the other one?
Whiskey 6 Alpha Charlie Tango Bozo 445.
Okay, very good. 445. Let's see if I can remember. Was the name Tom?
No, it's Alex. Alpha Lima Echo X-ray.
Okay, sorry about that, Alex. Very good. Good to hear you, W6. For heaven's sakes, you said it, and I forgot it already. Anyway, good copy on the 445. Is that W6MIT?
Whiskey 6 Alpha Charlie Tango.
Okay, W6 Alpha Charlie Tango. Yeah, I guess I've got you confused in my brain with somebody else. Where are you located, Alex?
I'm in the Livermore Valley in Dublin, over here in Dublin, Livermore Valley.
Okay, I don't have the antenna quite on you yet. That's why you're a little thin. Hang in there just a second. Just don't run away, and I'll get W6PQL in here, 1296, and see if there's anybody else in the southern part of the Bay Area. And then I can swing up and give you a full steam here. W6PQL, good evening, Jim. Did you play golf today?
I did. Today was kind of a tune-up day. I've been deteriorating every single time I went out. And today was a day when I tried to figure out what it was I was doing, and I figured it out. It took me about 12 holes to figure it out, but I did. It's called the old chicken wing, or the flying elbow. Once I had that under control, I was hitting like I did 10 years ago. Over.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm glad you figured it out. Was there somebody there to tell you to tuck that chicken wing in?
No, most golfers are pretty cautious not to give advice because sooner or later it happens to them too, and they just don't do it. Some people don't take it well. So, if it's a friend of yours, they'll generally say, hey, I just saw you do this, and, like that. But I had to figure it out by myself. I was playing with a couple of fellas that I hadn't played with before. Over.
Yeah, well, I tend to give advice, and I can remember coming home a couple of times, and I had an 8-iron wrapped around my head like a crown. Over.
Oh, was that your wife that did that?
I don't know. I'm kidding, of course. I usually don't give advice either, unless somebody asks me. Then I'm usually very prolific with it. Anyway, I'm glad you got the chicken wing thing figured out and got your score down under 100 again. Over.
Well, it was actually better than that, but I didn't play a whole round with things under control. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm going back out with the gang I normally golf with tomorrow, and we'll see if it really works that well. Okay, I'm going to let you get back to the fella in the Livermore Valley. I'm hearing him just fine. Even though I'm not pointed that way, he's coming through pretty well. 7-3's Mike. See you later, W6PQL.
No, he's coming in here. I bumped the antenna just a little bit toward you more, and he just came up an S unit or so. So I know we'll get him. No problem. That's Alex over there. W6 Alpha Charlie Tango. Anyway, let's see. I'm missing a whole bunch of people. I'm missing WB6WNI. I'm missing K6KLY. I'm missing AB6SR. I'm missing WKB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Who else is in here, for heaven's sakes? And we're always ready to take WA6AXX if he ever comes back to life there.
Sorry, Mike, my mouth is full, but this is WB6WNI1090. I heard you calling me, so we rushed over to the radio. Back to you.
285.
Okay, have you got a chicken wing in your mouth?
Sorry, it was Mexican food, so it was very quick to swallow.
Okay. We'll get back to it. Thanks for checking in, Kerry, and of course we'll look for you tomorrow night on 432.
All right, thanks, Mike, and I think Jim, JNN checked in, so we'll say 73 to you in the net, WB679.
No, I haven't heard Jim. I'm sure I will. He's got things working pretty well there. WB6JNN. Go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, the signals are coming up a little bit now. You were down around S5 to 6. Now you're in the 7 and 8 category. WB6JNN.
Yeah, no, you're good copy. Nice and clean, and just a little bit of motor boating on you, but nothing serious, so it sounds good. I probably overshot you a little bit. I may have just come up a little too far. I've got good signals from PQL. So I may have gone past your East San Jose area by a little bit there. Anyway, good to hear you. And boy, I'll tell you what, that 1296 signal made a big difference last night when you got to 25 feet. That was a real big help. We had 21 check-ins. Should have had 22, but one of the guys went to bed too early. Over.
Well, you know, if you need to, you need to. The signals were better too than they were previously because I think we had a couple of nights there of 1296 signals were just terrible. So that was part of it. But getting up higher, getting out of the roofs of the neighbors' houses and stuff like that, so that's probably makes quite a bit of difference. WB6JNN.
I think the height made the biggest difference. That was for sure. I think it was a knife edge thing. At the height you were at, there must have been something wrong in it, which is just not knifing edge over the hills right to get to my antenna. Anyway, great to hear you, Jim. Thanks for checking in here, and we'll see if Stan is there. Stan should be here tonight. Maybe he's tired out from working in his garden today. AB6SR, how about it, Stan?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. AB6SR807. Yeah, okay. Sent the seeds off yesterday, so you'll get them before the weekend. And some of ours are up already. Not many, but just started. It was 70 degrees here today, so probably the hottest day of the year. It's really nice outside, and yes, I did a bit of pruning outside. Things on the bank here were growing a bit wild, so time to cut some of it back. Heard you say on Monday that you jumped back some crepe myrtle. Is that the right time to prune it back this time of year? Back to you. K6MYC AB6SR.
Well, normally I would prune it a little bit earlier, but it just barely lost its leaves. We've had such a late winter. It didn't get cold enough, so some of my crepe myrtle still had some leaves up until about 2 weeks ago. So I don't like to prune them until the leaves fall off, and that's the time to prune. They are all pruned. They're all cut down to about 2 feet, 18 inches to 2 feet out of the ground. Big round stalks. They're ugly. They're not ugly. They're nice and smooth, and they're very clean looking. And then when they bloom, when they start to sprout, they put these big long stingers out, 6 or 8 feet high, and up come the leaves. And then toward the latter part of the summer, we get the flowers. Over.
Yeah, okay. I got a couple last year, so they're only just 2 years old now, but just wondered what to do with them. So they're in the sun, of course, but I'm waiting, as you say, just brown stalks at the moment, but should be okay. So yeah, I just thought I would check with you on that. It's a time just to tidy them up, but took the bins out tonight. It was a very clear night, so even though it's nice during the day, we're getting some chilly nights, like 41 or so here. So a little bit of ground frost, but nothing much. Anyway, nothing else from here. See who else is around tonight. K6MYC AB6SR.
Okay, very good, Stan. Well, on the crepe myrtle, there's two kinds of pruning. I got some that I bought and I put them in the front up near the gate, and those are single stalk. They're about 4 feet. They go up about 4 feet with nothing else on them, and then they bloom from there. And I haven't pruned those yet. I should go up and do that, but they still had leaves on them. That's the problem I have, so that's why I haven't pruned them yet. Anyway, the ones in the backyard are multiple stalks. They got 5 or 6, and the bigger ones get 5, 6, 7 stalks out of the ground. And they come up an inch in diameter, then next year they're 1.25 inches, and then the next year they're 1.5 inches, and so on. You just cut them off just below where they start to, there's an end. When you cut off the end, all the new shoots come out within about 2 inches of that end. You can cut them a little high the first few times, and then every year you cut them back. You cut back just below where all the shoots were, so you're just cutting back on a very thin single section, not cutting through all the other little sprouts that are on the bulb end over.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were nice last year. A couple of them flowered. So, yeah, I just thought I would ask to get used to it. I should just shape them a little, and yeah, like you, I like the multi-trunk ones, but at the moment they're just 1 or 2 are just multi-stalk, but one of them's just single stalk. So we'll see how it goes. Just thought I would ask. That's it from here. K6MYC AB6SR.
Okay, and I'll be looking forward to getting the seeds. I got a couple of good spots to put them. I'm really excited about putting them in a couple of places that are just, the ground seems to be just fertile. It just wants to grow weeds like crazy. I weed it about once a week, and even that isn't often enough. It just keeps putting out weeds. But really prolific grounds, must be very fertile right there by the house, and it's a nice warm section, gets sun pretty much all day, but tomatoes don't mind that. I'm looking forward to that. 7-3, good evening, Stan. Thanks much. AB6SR 807, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area, over. About KB6BA. Missing somebody else. I'm pretty getting the call. I feel stupid. Can't bring the call up. Well, like KA6UYH, is Chris in here? Chris should be in with his vertical. I can hear him. How about anybody else? KD6, what was it? KD2T? I forgot Mark's call. For heaven's sakes. Anyway, I guess he would have popped in here if he was here. KD2T, Mark up there, are you here? Okay, one last call then. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. How about you, Mike? Nothing heard. I'm going to go to Oakhurst then. Oakley, I should say. And there's Oakley. That should be pretty close. N6 Radio Ocean, N6RO, okay, 6MYC. Now I'm not hearing Ken yet, so maybe he's got a Zoom meeting. It's not Thursday. He should be in here. Maybe he's enjoying full water pressure. Maybe he's still in this sauna bath. N6RO, okay, 6MYC. Maybe he's having dinner. About KD6 Whiskey Foxtrot Lima, KD6W, KD6W, WDL.
KO6IQR, 1189.
Here you go, I was waiting for you next. Mario, good evening.
Hey, good evening, Mike and the gang. K6MYC, this is KO6IQR, 1189 in Turlock.
Well, you sound a little bit more chipper today. You must have had a better day. Finally washed off some of that ugly stuff that was bothering you earlier in the week, huh?
It's actually, you know what? It's quite the opposite. I just realized that worrying about it and stressing over it isn't going to change things. I think we may have to fire this contractor and start from scratch with another bigger contractor from the Bay Area.
Okay. Well, at least you're making some decisions or possible decisions, getting a direction to go in it. Sorry you have to go through that. Anyway, you're sounding nice and loud here, and I guess you'll still be in Turlock for a while yet.
Yeah, I'm going to go full term here, probably into July. So yeah, I might have to move out of this house though. I think they got it booked for the next month, so I might probably have to move again.
Huh. What do they do? Have people that come in a certain time of the year and they make you get out just because these people have been renting it at that day every year for the last 10 years or something? Why do you have to move?
Yeah, interestingly enough, a homeowner here sent me a message, and apparently it's quite common with these Airbnbs. They get like agricultural people that come in. This particular one has a group of like beekeepers from Italy or something, and they help with the pollination of the crops and almonds this time of year. So they're coming in at the end of the month, and they've been doing it for 5-6 years. So it's a contract, I guess he has.
I see. Well, if they got a contract with the homeowner, I guess he has to bow to that. I mean, it seems stupid to push you out when he's already got a renter in, you know. But that's a different deal. I understand. Okay, well, hopefully you won't have to move, but that remains to be seen, I guess. 7-3. Let's see if John is in there. KD6WVL, K6MYC.
Guys that come in every year for the last 3-4 years also. That was a FDA contract though, so they probably make big bucks on that.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Well, I guess there's other places that you can get there. It's just a shame that you have to keep moving. But obviously you're flexible and you're very good at it. Let's see if if John is in there. KD6WVL, K6MYC, John.
K6MYC, KD6WVL, 1179, sounding good.
Yeah, you're sounding good too, and of course we'll look forward to hearing you on the whole loop tomorrow on 432, but a big strong signal here tonight. Band conditions seem to be in very good shape.
Well, things are sounding good. I heard you mention on the 6-meter net, I think the beacons from Core School. I can hear the 432 and the 2-meter one pretty good from here.
Yeah, very good. I think what I asked you, and I couldn't remember, was if you have ever checked in here on 6 meters.
You know, I checked in one time. I went up on the roof and messed with the feed line and thought I had everything squared away, and I checked it one night, and then the next time I checked it, it was high again, so I got to go back up on the roof.
Okay, but you do have a 6-meter station, so I'll keep looking for you on 6, and I'm sure you'll get it sorted out there before too long. Thanks for that. Good evening to you, Mario. Good evening to you, John. And let me see if the other John is here. W6WZZ, K6MYC. John, are you here? No John tonight. Anybody else? How about Merle? 6CHH. N5NPD. Nope. Okay. Anybody else in the, how about N6RO?
Clear out, Mike. WB6GGY will catch you in the morning, 7-3.
Okay, 7-3. I'm not quite on you yet. I'm still looking at 300 degrees, but you're allowed in this direction to Phil. Good to hear you. And we'll wait for that phone call in the morning, or catch you on the air in the morning for sure. 7-3. KWB6GGY in the group. K6MYC clear. Looking for one more call. N6RO. Nothing. Okay, let's go on up to KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB. How about it, Darren? K6MYC. Okay, nothing from Darren at this point. Let's go up a little further. KO6KD, Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Delta Roseville. K6MYC. Bill?
Yeah, Mike, just getting things set up here. Let's see, I think I got everything going on here. Okay, KO6KD 776, check it in.
Okay, very good. A little motor boating on you, but not bad. A good signal. And it was good this morning to have everybody in there. For a while anyway. I guess you never did come back after your 9 o'clock call, but maybe you came back and we were all gone, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it was, I was gone. I had a couple of things that happened here, so it was longer than I thought it was going to be, but I did come back, didn't hear anything, so I said, well, all right, I'll catch you tonight and look for you tomorrow. By the way, have you heard from Frank? He didn't show up Monday. Did he show up at all yesterday out there? Because I was hoping maybe he'd be able to give Darren a call.
No, he hasn't been here yesterday, and he didn't come today. Of course, today is his potty day. I would give him the number, but I can't because he doesn't answer his phone. When I call him, it goes to voicemail immediately, which means the cell phone is in a position where it's not even getting a signal from the cell site. So it just immediately goes to voicemail. And I know darn well then the phone is not outside the trailer or someplace where it's got bad coverage. And I didn't try later in the day. I have a message going to him. I asked Judy to send him a text message tonight. Usually the text messages eventually get through. Maybe we'll hear from him. I'm expecting him to be here tomorrow for sure. Over.
Okay, very good. Well, I was kind of concerned as to how he was doing, with the health issues and his foot and how that was healing up and everything. So I know the guy's just been having a hell of a time, just a real rough spot. So anyway, okay, very good. I won't keep you any longer. Good seeing everybody today. Some of the solar flare has hit, and we are going through an active period right now, so we'll see how it is in the morning. So anyway, Darren should be here, and John should also be here. 7-3 for now, KO6KD.
Okay, J6KFB. Good evening, Darren. I called you up, but I'm past you now by a little bit. We got you, though. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Took me a minute to switch over. I heard you were coming, so I flipped over, but I was just a tad bit late. I figured you'd be stuck on RO for a little bit.
I would normally be, but he didn't show up.
Yeah, see, that was my cue. Up, time to switch over because you catch RO, and then you catch a couple of others, and by then I'm all ready. Any rate, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KJ6, KFB 756 for the check-in.
Well, we got your check-in. It was good to work you on 1296 last night. It wasn't bodacious, but we did get Q3 copy on you at times, and we did get the call sign and the number in bits and pieces. It was good to hear you. I could tell you were in there every single transmission. Sometimes it wasn't readable, sometimes it was, but that was good. And John was pretty good, too. John had a couple of big peaks. Sounded like 2 meters, but it only lasted like 10 seconds, and then they would start to go away. Over.
Yep, exactly. Well, that's the nature of that band and different times of the year.
Yeah, I think it's getting better, though, so I'll be looking forward to have you check in again. We had 21 check-ins, and we should have had 22, but one of the guys had to go to bed early and couldn't stay up past 7 o'clock or something, so we missed him. But we should have had 22. We could have had 25 if a couple of others had checked in that are normally there, so we missed some regulars as well. It was a pretty good night for 1296 overall. And we didn't even get anybody from Nevada. Normally we get 1 or 2 out of Nevada, but nothing there. 7-3, Darren. Thank you. And John, Bill, we'll see you in the morning probably. KO6KD and KJ6KFB will go up and get John. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC.
WB6 JNP.
K6MYC is group. KR6MR. Bozo 759. A little bit watery sounding. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're watery, but you're readable. Good, strong signal. I'm probably not quite on you perfectly here, but we did move the antenna a little bit. We also had another local check-in. Let me just check Dane quickly, and then we'll get right back with you, John. Just stand by a second, John. Good evening to you, Dane. Good signal. WB6JNP. Any news from your area? It was just a nice day, wasn't it?
Yeah, nothing new at this end. Everything's going along normal, so we shall catch you hopefully tomorrow on 432. K6MYC, WB6JNP 107.
Okay, have you ever gone to the tire shop there in Corsko, the little tire place where they do repairs and sell tires and stuff?
Say again?
Have you ever gone to the tire place in Corsko, the little tire shop?
Yeah, they've actually done a number of jobs for me.
Well, I got one minor problem with them, and this was kind of funny. Didn't show up for quite a while because I didn't put the tire back on. Frank took one of the tires on my lawn tractor in one day because it had kept going flat. Had a nail in it or something, and he said, "Well, I'll take them in and have it fixed, and they'll probably put a tube in it," and they did. It's solid and everything. I go to put it on, and the rim, as it slides onto the front wheel axle, is too fat. Not too fat. It slides on okay. It's just too deep. From one side to the other, it's about a quarter or half inch longer than it should be. So I can't get the keeper on. Apparently, by accident, he fixed my tire and swapped it with another rim that he had there, and this rim won't go on. I'm going to have to get back with him, but I'm afraid that he's probably given my rim to somebody else, and while it's sloppy, at least it goes on, and the guy never mentioned it. Over.
Huh, interesting. Well, the only problem I've had with them, we seem to run into a series of Hercules tires. That was the manufacturer, and they would go flat after a while, and you would look at them and everything seemed to be fine. Well, it turned out in the manufacturing process, where the lettering was on the side, there was a air leak, and even if you soaked it, you still had to wait for like 5 or 10 minutes before it would start to leak out, and it would I don't know, take like a day to go flat. It was the strangest thing, so I decided that Hercules is not a brand I like to use.
Yeah, I don't know what brand these are. They just came with the tractor. And they all go flat, all the front wheels on my Mitsubishi. No, it's not Mitsubishi, it's not Husqvarna. God dang it. It starts with an M. It's a Japanese company. Anyway, they made the Craftsman. My 28-year-old Craftsman has the same parts on it that the new tractor has from the other people. Over.
Mahindra. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, just strange things like that happen, and working in the realm of manufacturing, we used to do especially with microwave, we did all sorts of analysis and about why did something happen. One of my favorite ones was we had a transmitter, and we had like hundreds of these things out, and every so often it would blow the main fuse, and we couldn't figure out why, and the customer couldn't figure it out why, and it continued to do it. And so and I was getting this report from literally anyone that used this transmitter, and we started to do a little research on it, and it turns out that somebody in our purchasing department decided they could save a few cents, and they replaced the fuse holder with a different fuse holder, and it was a weakness in the spring, and of course what blows fuses, it's not high current, it's temperature, and it would get a little corrosion on it, and all of a sudden it would overheat the fuse, even though the transmitter worked fine. So yeah, manufacturing.
Yeah, wonderful. Those are good ones. This is just a funny thing. The rim looks the same color as the one on the other side. I looked at it and I said, well, it's easy for him to make a mistake, but I had 3 people look at it and they said, no, it's absolutely not the right rim. It's too deep, too thick from one side to the other, and the spindle doesn't come all the way out. I can't get the keeper on it. Anyway, I'll let you go, Dane, and I'll get back here with John and then go up to Redding. But there's always stories about this troubleshooting and weird stuff. Boy, oh boy. A tree, WB6JNP, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Well, I always had a joke, and the question got to be what blows fuses, and we decided that it was gay electrons.
Yeah, right. Good idea. Yeah. Okay, is that what knee pads are for? For fuses don't use knee pads, do they?
No, the other thing was homatrons.
Okay. All right, Cemetery. We'll see you tomorrow, probably on 432. WB6JNP, K6MYC. Sorry about that, John. Back to you. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening again, Mike. KR6MR. Signal's up much better and cleaner right now. Nothing much to say here except I shipped my amplifier back to KM3KM again for repair. Over.
Okay. Well, and they didn't have any idea why it would have blown with just 3 watts of drive?
They think it's a faulty antenna system.
Oh, bull crap. Should shut down. Got shutdowns of everything else.
Well, 100 watts is one thing, 500 watts is something else. Now, I do have polyphasers on my antennas circuit, so it could be I got a bad polyphaser.
Yeah, possibly. I don't know why that would blow. Again, the amplifier should shut down and just stop. Shouldn't take out, particularly at low drive levels. I mean, if you're driving the hell out of it and you're running at full bore, it might crash before it shuts itself off. But that's not a. I hope they come up with a better answer. Maybe I hope they fixing it for free again, and not charging you another $70 for that box. Hopefully, you can use that box about 20 times. Over.
Oh yeah, at least the box is okay. But we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure they're going to charge me for everything.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Let me go to Redding and see if they're up there. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. KD6 Sugar Whiskey. KD6SW and KO6HS in Redding. Redding, Charlie November 80. K6MYC calling. Go ahead, Rich, if you're there. Over. Boy, Q2 to Q3, we hear you in there, but I've got you checked in, but boy, it's marginal. Boy, oh boy, that's funny. You're probably going to come roaring up here in a minute, but I've got your 145. Let me go see if I can hear anything from Jerry there. Jerry, pick it up and let's see if I can find a peak on you. I moved the antenna, but it didn't change much. The signal's very diffused and spread out. KO6HS, KO6HS, K6MYC, over. Okay. I hear KE6ILX, also 96. I'll be darned. Good to hear you, Jeff. Hang on a second. We'll get it over to you. 230 is Jerry, and 96 is KE6ILX. Great to hear you, and hopefully you can give me enough signal so I can get an update on your situation there. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you for checking in. I heard you better than Rich. I could copy you it was Q3, but it was there. Very, very weak. I'm sorry to say it wasn't better than that. In any case, 73s, thanks again for checking in. And we will make some signals on 432 for you, Rich, tomorrow. So hopefully you can listen for us around 8 o'clock, 8:15 on 432. 73s, guys, KD6SW, KO6HS, K6MYC. 73, Reg, over. Okay, let me see, KE6ILX. Are you in a very poor position with the mobile antenna or something? You're not really strong like you should be, but I got you. What's going on there? KE6ILX, K6MYC.
Yeah, Mike, he's mobile on Highway 20. He doesn't hear you very well either. So at least you got him checked in. That's good. KR6MR.
Okay, I thought... Tell me that again, if you would, John. It didn't make sense because it wasn't Jeff's voice, and I was trying to get some sense out of it. You said all the right stuff, and I just didn't hear it. Say it again.
Okay. KE6ILX is mobile on Highway 20 up in the mountains, so it's very, very bad communications, but he did copy you, you copied him, and that's about as far as it went.
Okay, well, we got him checked in. I was just hoping that he would be in a better spot, but if he's mobiling, then we're stuck with what we got. When he gets home, he can go onto a bigger antenna and can run more power sometimes even there. But when he's on the road, it's difficult sometimes. All righty. Well, good to hear you, Jeff, and I hope to hear you soon again. One of these days we get enough copy we can get caught up on your situation there. Thank you, John, thank you, John, for relaying things from Jeff there. 73s, everybody. Let's see if there's anybody else in here. We haven't heard KW6T in a long time. What's going on with Russ?
Well, he's right here.
See, I knew you were there.
Radio Oakley. I don't know, Mike, you copy me?
Sure do.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I couldn't see. my meter is set for SWR. I didn't see any output. Anyway, well, good evening, Mike. K6MYC. Here's KW6T Bozo 410 in Latrobe. Yeah, I've been very busy for some reason. I've been busy on Sundays and Wednesdays. Don't ask me why that is, but I think we'll be here. Well, Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Probably won't be on the radio then. We'll be off doing something or hanging around. I don't know what we're going to do. But anyway, good to hear everybody, and just wanted to get my name on the list and try to check in a little more often.
That would be good. I've been missing you, and I kept thinking, where in the heck's Russ? And I know I wasn't missing you because of propagation. Some of the guys I don't know for sure if they're really there, but I never have any problem with you. Okay, well, the Super Bowl shouldn't bother you. It should be over by 7:30 or 8 o'clock. We won't get to you till about 8:15 on Sunday night anyway. Over.
Oh, very good. Okay, well, if I'm here, and I think I will be, but from here on, it might be, who knows what's going to happen. It's just kind of a crazy day. I'm not even a football fan, but anyway, we'll see what happens on Sunday.
Do me a favor, do not watch the halftime.
Oh, absolutely not. No, that guy shouldn't even be in the country. I don't know. He's just, anyway, we don't want to go down that road, but I agree with you. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. And 7-3, Mike, have a great evening. K6MYC, KW60.
Yeah, Rob, fine. Rob, are you up in the shack now? You want to say hello to Russ?
Sure. How you doing, Russ? KW6T, this is KM6SRR.
Hi, Rob. Good evening. How are things down in, I think you're in Coarse Gold, if I remember right. But anyway, good evening, and hope things are well there.
Yeah, we're doing fine. Yeah, they gave us a Coarse Gold address because we're on the west side of 41, but we're kind of halfway between Coarse Gold and Fresno. Anyway, it's a nice sunny day today. I hope you didn't have much fog up there.
No, absolutely pristine blue skies. Wow. I guess it's going to change this week. We're expecting maybe a slight amount of rain, possibly Sunday. Not looking forward to that. But anyway, Rob, good to talk to you. I don't want to hold up the net. So 73, and maybe we'll catch you on Sunday. Gosh, darn it to heck. Boy, SRR. I can't remember the. Oh, forgive me. Anyway, KW60.
That works, Russ. Yeah, Kilo Mike 6 here, Romeo. Good to talk to you. 73.
Okay, thank you, Russ. Thanks again for checking in. Hopefully we'll see you on Sunday and the following Wednesday as well. Maybe on a Thursday one of these days on your 432 system. Okay, anybody else? How about N6RO off the side of the beam? Can you hear me, Ken?
Oh, yeah. K6MYC in the group. N6RO. A little behind schedule tonight. Got home from Kaiser surgery and feeling okay. A little woozy and strange, and I can't see much because I use that plastic cover, protective cover over the eye that I don't get to take off until tomorrow. High temperature was 65, and dinner was sea scallops and shrimp, and asparagus, and all the other veggies. That is all. Over.
Yeah, very good, very good. I'm glad you got the cataract replacement, but I'm surprised that they didn't. Aren't you able to see through that with the lens cover on it?
Well, I can see through it, but it's not normal.
I don't know why they make you do that. I never had to wear those things, and nor did Judy. I guess it just depends on the hospital and the doctor that does it for extra protection or something. But if you were a wild man out there pruning bushes or something, you'd do it. But if he knows you're going home and just going to sit there and watch football, or sit quietly in the room, you sure as hell don't need that shield on there. Anyway, I'm sorry, but you'll be able to see it really much better. Probably can take it off tomorrow, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, I put it on there for sleeping, particularly for a side sleeper like me, so you don't, scratch on the pillow. And that's okay with me, but it's only the one night that I have to do it. Or maybe 2 or 3. I don't know. I got to read the instructions. Anyway, I'm making progress on getting my hearing and vision back in 6RO.
Wonderful. Well, if you could just have to wear it at night, it's no big deal because you're not trying to see. I'm just trying to get you to enjoy the new vision that you have with the new lens in there. And you can't really enjoy it if you can't see through the plastic thing. But if you can take it off during the daytime, that'll be wonderful. And then just put it on at night for the next couple of nights. And like you say, I've never had any issues with scratching my eyes at night, and they never mentioned it to me either, nor Judy. But I guess it could be a factor. They may have asked you, are you a side sleeper or whatever? All right, take care. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you tomorrow on 432. N6RO, K6MYC.
Yeah, that protector is just for overnight sleeping, and I got to take a whole bunch of eye drops, but that's a normal part of the procedure. See you tomorrow, N6RO.
Yep, see you tomorrow. Anybody else while I pointed towards Sacramento, up the Sacramento, San Joaquin Valley? K6MYC, 2-meter Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard. I'm going to Nevada. Here we go. Here we are. Something like this should be close. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Are you there tonight, Eric? K6MYC?
K6MYC from November 7th, Victor Alpha Zulu, Bozo 1193, 1193, over.
Over, Mike.
Yeah, Yeah, no, I got it. Booming signal. Nice copy. I just had to write it down. I wasn't expecting you. Didn't have the pen ready. Good to hear you, Eric, and very loud signal. Let's see if Rob is copying you. Rob, did you hear him?
Yeah, I heard him in there a little bit, but couldn't quite make it out. Maybe he's hearing me. How you doing, Eric? N7VAZ, this KM6SR.
Over, Eric.
I've got no copy on Rob.
I guess it dropped down there. He's down again. Anyway, good try, and nice to hear you, Eric. Thanks very much for checking in there from Reno. And I guess I think we've already got you in here. I got your 249 earlier in the day, but good to hear you, Richard. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249. You're kind of down right now, but hopefully it'll come up again. So anyway, I have a question for you. I haven't heard anything from Dennis for several weeks. Have you heard anything from WB6ISO? Over.
Well, you know what? You're right. I haven't heard him for a couple of weeks either. That is kind of odd. I hope he's okay. I hadn't heard of anything that he was having problems with. I don't think. Maybe I did hear something. Maybe I heard something. Maybe he's got some treatment for the big C. I kind of think about. I heard something like that just very casually one day. Over.
Yeah, okay, well, thanks. I appreciate that. I'll keep an ear out for him, but usually he's on around 7 o'clock on 2:30, and I've called him the last several weeks and haven't heard anything.
You're right, though. He hasn't been in here. It just dawned on me. And I didn't even get the Clear Lake guys in here because he usually passes them on to me. So I'll have to go back and have a quick listen for Clear Lake. Checks in several other people too, which they don't want to bother checking in direct. They can get through if they put a little effort into it. Anyway, you're doing fine. What's going on with Larry? He hasn't been on here for a month or so now. Over.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to give him a call. I haven't heard anything and haven't heard him on the 220 link either.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully he's okay. Let me go over and see if I can hear Daniel. I was hoping to hear Daniel on 1296 yesterday, but I knew he said he was not going to be there. But we had 21. We had 21 check-ins, and it could have been 23 if he and another guy had gotten on. But no such luck. But we're getting good turnout on 1296 lately. Pretty good signals too. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform Quebec London, K6MYC.
Here is 272. This is KE7UQL. Over.
Yeah, very good signal. Very good signal, Daniel. Quickly, while you're up, let's get it over to Rob. Rob, say hello to Richard and Daniel there.
How you doing, Daniel? KE7UQL, KM6SRR.
Hello, Rob. KM6SRR. Here is KE7UQL. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, boy. You really came up like you just drove down here. Thanks for being there. And I heard Daniel in there also, KD6BQ. How you doing? Excuse me, Richard, KD6BQ. How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good, and you're doing well up here in the Washoe Valley, KM6SRR, KD6BQ.
All right, 73 guys. Good to hear you there. Okay, thank you, Mike.
Okay, I guess Ken never came back from 10 meters. Ken, are you here, WA60YB? He checked in earlier, and he said he would come back after 10 meters, but maybe he got wrapped up there. Okay, well, anyway, 7-3, Daniel, and we'll see you tomorrow night. You do have 432 going, right, Daniel?
Well, I would have it going if I put the antenna up, do a little antenna changing. Yeah, I could have it up and running for tomorrow.
Okay, I didn't get that because it was pretty watery and you had a lot of conversation. Just give me Rogers or negative. Rogers or negative. Are you going to be there tomorrow on 432? Over. got it. Got it that time. Thank you. Okay, 7-3, Daniel, 73. You're really, really down in a hole at the moment there. Big swings, big QSB swings tonight. 73, Daniel, 73 to you, Richard, KD6BQ, K6MYC, over. Roger, dit. Okay, I guess we're back down to Eddie. Let's go to Eddie. I'm going to stop in in Clear Lake area and see if I can get the Clear Lake guys in here. Clear Lake. I'm calling. Clear Lake, in case they're hearing me on a bounce somewhere. Clear Lake. And let's come back up here to Clear Lake, somewhere in this area. Clear Lake, okay, N1PPP, N1 Papa, KA6OSX, any copy, K6MYC. Okay, N1PPP, November 1, Papa, Clear Lake. Clear Lake, K6MYC, calling and listening. Not getting anything from Clear Lake, so we'll go on and see if Eddie's there tonight, Rob.
Okay, you going to stop in the Bay Area?
What's that?
Are you going to stop in the Bay Area?
Well, I'm going to stop for a second, here. Right about here is the Bay Area. Bay Area. Late checks are missed. KB6BA or others. KA6UYH, KB6BA. Anybody else in the Bay Area, please? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Nobody there, Rob.
Okay, KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with KE6MYC, standing by. Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net, KE6BK? KE6BK or KD6BK, KB6 Whiskey, no, KB6RQU, KB6RQU, W6, oh, for gosh sake, I forgot Greg's call, PYP, W6PYP and 6BYH, anybody else up and down the San Joaquin Valley, KE6BK, K6MYC, calling and listening. Boy, a weeknight tonight, huh? Apparently broke into the 30s. Well, did you get a lot from the Bay Area? I was over on the 10-meter net, and they had some interesting questions for the guys. So I missed everything from Tom, KW6S, all the way up to Mario.
Okay, well, let me give them to you. We got Gary, 1090, 1090. We got W6PQL, 1296. We got AB6SR, 807. We got the guy in Livermore, W6 Alpha Charlie Tango, 445. We did not get KE6, oh, for heaven's sake, what the hell's Gary's call? 177, KE6, and I got a blank. No, it's not ILX. We did get ILX in here. We did get Jeff in here very weakly, but we got him over.
Yeah, I heard you when you were making contact with Jeff. Are you talking about Gary, QR?
KE6 Queen Radio. I couldn't bring it up. Let's see. I think that's it. Did not get KA6UYH. We did not get WA6AXX. Did not get K6KLY. KD2T. We did not get Mark. We did get Jim, WB6JNN. 285 was in. Nothing from Fred, so he must have had his terrible noise problem again. No KD6 SOK, no 507. But we did get, like I say, we did get Jim in here, WB6JNN 285. I think that's about it.
How about Mike, 775?
No, we didn't get 775. There's a lot of regulars, sort of semi-regulars that are missing tonight. KE6BK, W6PYP, KB6RQU, K6MYC. Anybody?
How about anybody from the LA area? We're pointed down south to the end of the net there. Anybody from Southern California for the 2-meter Bozo Net from Central California? Go ahead.
They're all vertically polarized, so they don't hear us, Rob. That's the problem. There's only a couple of guys that have both polarities. W6BVB, W6 Bravo, Victor Bravo, Vlad is, and WA6TED. QRZ LA, San Diego, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Well, the hell with them then.
Well, we gave it a try.
I'm going to go in and finish dinner, so let me get out of here quickly. You can give me a quick count, and I'll probably have Judy send you a confirmation or a copy.
Yeah, have her send me a copy because I'm really discombobulated over here. Hang on, let me count. I've got 38, but I might have some holes in it.
That's okay. That's probably a good number. I didn't think we got that many, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't think I have any duplicates on here, so I'll find out when I sort them out and I make up the log.
Yeah, I think I got one dupe. I think I put 982 in twice, but I can't see it good enough to read it. But that would be the only dupe, so you can look in the first two columns for that one. All right, 7373 you, Aaron, if you're there, and 73 to Mark if he's listening but not checking in tonight.
He was calling the 10-meter net tonight, Mike.
Was he? Is there another station in there, or was that the? Might have been your station. You have a stream up.
No, I doubled with somebody. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sam. Good night. WA6OIB.
Oh, good night, Ken. And by the way, I was hoping that maybe somebody was watching the stream. Did you see any chat room from Terry, AI6TN's XYL over?
No, I didn't have the stream up tonight. Was kind of wondering if Ken, K6UK, K6UKZ, he was going to start listening to the stream again. I didn't know, but he has to text in. He can't make the long trip from Oregon.
Okay.
Well, I'm looking at it right now, Mike. I just brought it up. There's a lot of chat going on there. Let me look at it and see.
Okay, nothing from Terry, Terri or Y.
Yeah, half of that chat activity is me, Rob. And just a reminder, Mike, I won't be back on the air until Tuesday, but I'll have the stream running for the next 3 nets, K6US.
Yeah, very good. All right. Well, I talked to Terry on the phone, and she seemed to be very excited about looking at it, and I gave her the instructions on the Bozo Net and how to get it. So either she didn't connect or she just didn't have time to do it. No worries. I just thought we would acknowledge it if we did get a chat from her. Thanks, guys. Good evening, Aaron. Thanks much. Good evening, Ken. And Rob, thanks for the help. K6MYC, Bozo 47 and Delta Mike 07. Delta Bravo is closing the 2-meter Bozo Net on the 4th of February here, 2026. Night all.
Okay, Mike, K6MYC, KM6SR 73. I said earlier when I doubled with Ken that Mark was calling the 10-meter net tonight, so he's probably burned out.
I know, I heard you say that.
And 73 to Ken, and they're in WA6OIB and K6US.
Yeah, good night, Rob. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Roger, Roger.